Recently, you learned about overcoming others' resistance to your message. Today, we'll learn a great tool that will help you work with objections. You can use this tool in almost any situation people are hesitant, especially when they're hesitant because they have little or no information. It's even got a simple name: Feel, Felt, Found. This tool helps you show empathy and listen to the other person, and then you get to address their concerns just because you're a little further down the path than they are. Imagine Christopher Columbus coming home after discovering a whole new world. You know he heard stuff like, "No way am I getting on that boat with you," and sailing off the edge of a perfectly good and flat earth. But Columbus was confident because he knew how to utilize feel, felt, found. I totally relate to how you feel. I was afraid of the same thing and felt the exact same way. But I actually sailed my ships over that horizon, and let me share with you what I found. When someone raises an objection, our natural tendency is to counter it with facts or data that we think should convince them to listen. Instead, use the feel, felt, found method. If someone says, "We can't afford that right now," you want to validate their perspective. Try something like this: "I know how you feel. In fact, I felt the same way when I first looked at LifeVantage. But I set aside a little money and I tried the products, and I really liked them and how they made me feel. I found that how I felt was totally worth the money I was spending on the products. Also, I was able to make a little extra money when I shared the products with others." This is particularly valid because it's likely you did have the same objection yourself. Above everything else, be sincere in your communication. No one likes a slick salesperson. Speak from the heart and you'll connect much more easily. Let's use a different example. Maybe you're talking with someone who says, "Oh, those MLM things never work," or "I know people who lost lots of money in one of those deals." Even though it sounds like a rejection, you have to validate their point of view. We've all heard the horror stories, but there are countless happy stories that highlight the great benefits of networking. You might say, "I know just how you feel. In fact, I felt the same way when someone approached me about networking. But here's what I found. I've met so many people just like you and me who are having a great time supplementing their income each month, teaching people about life-changing products." Here are the key elements of this practice. 1, validate their concern with an "I know how you feel." 2, add an empathy with "I felt the same way." And 3, let them know that there's more information available with an "Here's what I found." The true strength of this approach is that it's probably totally authentic for you. There probably was a time when you pretty much went through the same thought process the other person is going through.